Hello, hello. Hi Piyush. Hi Karthik. Hi Yadushree. Hi Saida. Hello everyone. Now fine. Thank you, Karthik, Rishi. Hello all. So today's topic of discussion is chemistry of carbohydrate. Okay. तो बहुत सारे लोगों का ये टॉपिक जो है ये आपके क्लासेस में रूटीन जो आपके क्लासेस चल रहे हैं उसमें हो गया होगा. तो दिस इज हम यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा रिवाइज करने की भी कोशिश करेंगे. केमिस्ट्री ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट हमने सेल और एंजाइम से स्टार्ट किया. कॉलेज में जनरली केमिस्ट्री ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट से भी स्टार्ट करते हैं. काफी सारे कॉलेजेस में, मेडिकल कॉलेजेस में केमिस्ट्री ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट से भी स्टार्ट करते हैं. ठीक है. तो दिस इज बेसिक टॉपिक ऑल थ्री केमिस्ट्री, केमिस्ट्री लिपिड, प्रोटीन, कार्बोहाइड्रेट. ओके. तो हमको इसके ना ज्यादा केमिस्ट्री पार्ट में जाना नहीं है. विल लर्न द क्लिनिकल एस्पेक्ट्स रिलेटेड टू द केमिस्ट्री ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे from this topic, classification of carbohydrate is important, but it is not important for a first MBBS examination. It is important for the viva of your practical examination. It is important. How will you classify carbohydrate, define carbohydrate? This is important for the viva. So what are the topic important here from the chemistry of carbohydrate? Here important topics that includes will cover in this topic will cover the classification, monosaccharide, disaccharide, isomerism, various isomers of monosaccharide that we will discuss. But what is important in this chapter is these topics. What do you mean by dietary fibers? And what is role of dietary fibers? Okay. So डाइट में डाइटरी फाइबर्स का क्या रोल है. देन ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स. आप सोच रहे होंगे कि ये सर क्या बता रहे हैं आप, हमको तो ये पढ़ाया ही नहीं. ओके. तो डाइटरी फाइबर, ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, these are the important topic from this chapter. Mucopolysaccharidosis मतलब diseases related with accumulation of glycosaminoglycans means heteropolysaccharide. Hurler syndrome, Hunter syndrome, these are the important topics from this chapter. The most important is glycosaminoglycans means heteropolysaccharide that includes glycosaminoglycan. This is must read, top rated topic from this chemistry of carbohydrate. From entire chemistry of carbohydrate, this is number one. Priority wise, this should be on the number one. Glycosaminoglycans or heteropolysaccharide, their functions also for the MCQ and the BAQs. BAQ means short 2 mark question. It is very, very important. Glycosaminoglycan, enumerate the names of glycosaminoglycan, their silent features and their uses. It is very, very important. Then homopolysaccharide, it is second important topic from this chapter. Then biologically important disaccharides, the names of disaccharide, it is important. So classification and function of carbohydrate, it is important for the viva. In practical examination, classification, it is important for the viva purpose. Classification of carbohydrate and functions of the carbohydrate. ऐसे अगर आप फंक्शंस याद करने को जाओगे तो आपको फंक्शंस याद नहीं आएंगे. लेकिन गो द शुगर वाइज मीन्स मोनोसेक्राइड, ग्लूकोज, फ्रुक्टोज, लैक्टोज, माल्टोज, सुक्रोज, लाइक दिस, स्टार्च, ग्लाइकोजन, अगर ऐसे एक एक पकड़ के आप जाओगे तो आपको फंक्शंस इजीली आ जाएंगे कार्बोहाइड्रेट के. तो दिस इज सिंपल टॉपिक. द क्लिनिकल टॉपिक्स फ्रॉम दिस carbohydrate chemistry that includes dietary fibers, the plant components which are not digested by the humans. Human lack the enzyme which digest these fibers, which digest this. Mainly this belongs to the homopolysaccharide starch. Okay, so dietary fibers, the plant components which are not digested by the humans and they are useful in the diet, so they are known as dietary fibers. Then glycemic index, it is again important clinical topic. As per CBME curriculum, these topics are very, very important. Glycemic index, dietary fiber, and mucopolysaccharidosis. एंड दिस इज टॉप रेटेड टॉपिक, ग्लाइकोसमिनोग्लाइकॉन. सो इसमें से आज कितना कवर होता मैं भी नहीं बता सकता. हम एंड तक डिसाइड करेंगे कि क्या 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 लेना है. ठीक है. तो स्टार्टिंग विद द क्लासिफिकेशन. तो कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय कार्बोहाइड्रेट? डेफिनेशन एंड क्लासिफिकेशन. सी, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. Hydrates. As the name indicates, hydrates. These are the hydrates of carbon. These are the hydrates of the carbon and having the formula CnH2nOn. But this is old definition. Now it is replaced by. Why it is replaced? Because some compounds which satisfy this formula are not carbohydrate. For example, lactic acid, acetic acid, they are not carbohydrate. And some compounds, for example, deoxyribose, which is principal carbohydrate in the DNA. DNA में कौन सा शुगर रहता है? DNA deoxyribose. So deoxyribose does not satisfy this formula. So, but it is carbohydrate. It is predominant carbohydrate in the nucleic acid, in the structure of nucleic acid, deoxyribose. So that's why it is the old definition. It is replaced by the new one, and that in the definition is the polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketones. Polyhydroxyaldehyde or polyhydroxy ketones are compound which gives them on hydrolysis. Now see this. See this structure. The important one is structure of glucose. इसमें से किसी का भी स्ट्रक्चर आपको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. द स्ट्रक्चर्स आर नॉट मैंडेटरी फॉर यू. रिमेंबर, क्लिनिकल एस्पेक्ट्स आर important. The structures are not important for the basic understanding. I am drawing the structure. This is glucose, structure of glucose. Glucose is it is aldose sugar, so aldehyde group is there. So this is D-glucose. Now this is D-glucose. Now what is definition of the carbohydrate? Polyhydroxy, multiple hydroxyl group. Polyhydroxy aldehyde. Polyhydroxy aldehyde. Or in case of fructose, it is ketone. Means polyhydroxy aldehyde or polyhydroxy ketones are the compound which gives them on hydrolysis. या तो इनसे बने हुए compounds. इनसे इनके हाइड्रोलिसिस से बने हुए कंपाउंड. सो दैट इंक्लूड्स नंबर ऑफ शुगर्स, सैकराइड्स. Saccharides means sugar, which are soluble in water and sweet in taste. They are known as sugar. Okay. So monosaccharide, disaccharide, they are included in the sugar. They are known as sugar, but the polysaccharide, mainly the starch and the component, they are not sweet in the taste. So they are not known as sugars. Okay. Sugars generally glucose, galactose, lactose, maltose, sucrose. Table sugar means sucrose. So they are known as sugar. So saccharide means sugars. Okay. So how will you define carbohydrates? Carbohydrates, they are hydrates of carbon having the formula CnH2n, H2nOn. But as per newer definition, the carbohydrates, they are polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketones or compound which gives them on hydrolysis. मैंने पहले ही बोला आपको डेफिनेशन और क्लासिफिकेशन ये जो है ये वाइवा में पूछा जाएगा. ये थ्योरी पेपर के लिए आपको कुछ ज्यादा ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, लेकिन ये बेसिक है, ये हर एक को पता होना चाहिए. दिस क्वेश्चन इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर पैरामेडिकल स्टूडेंट, बीएससी नर्सिंग, डेंटल, occupational therapy, physiotherapy. For paramedical student, the definition and classification of carbohydrate is important. ठीक है, लेकिन सबको पता होना चाहिए कि हाउ यू विल क्लासिफाई द कार्बोहाइड्रेट. तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ शुगर यूनिट्स, रिमेंबर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ शुगर यूनिट्स means on the basis of monosaccharides they are classified as, see, so carbohydrates, they are classified into mono means simple sugar unit which can't be hydrolyzed further. Monosaccharides, saccharides means sugar, mono means one, they are classified as monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, polysaccharides. कैसे क्लासिफाई करना है? On the basis of sugar units, one sugar unit. Suppose this is mono means one sugar unit. The monosaccharides, sugar, the simple sugar which can't be hydrolyzed further. Simple sugar unit which can't be hydrolyzed further. इसमें एग्जाम्पल आएंगे ग्लूकोज, फ्रुक्टोज, मैनोज, गैलेक्टोज. ये सब एग्जांपल इसमें इसमें आएंगे। राइबोज, राइबुलोज, झाइलोज, झाइलुलोज, दीज आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ मोनोसेकेराइड। वन शुगर यूनिट, ओनली वन शुगर यूनिट हियर। डाइसैकेराइड मीन्स टू, डाई मीन्स टू, so composed of two sugar units connected by glycosidic linkage. Two sugar unit, for example glucose, glucose, okay, connected by glycosidic linkage, they are known as disaccharide. यहाँ पे examples आएंगे lactose, maltose, sucrose, trehalose, isomaltose. These are the examples of disaccharides. Got it? Now oligosaccharides contain 3 to 10 sugar units. 3 to 10 sugar units. Raffinose, stachyose, these are the example of oligosaccharides. And polysaccharides, they are further divided into homopolysaccharide and heteropolysaccharide. So homopolysaccharide, homopolysaccharide, heteropolysaccharide, heteropolysaccharides. Okay. So homo means they first the polysaccharide means more than 10 sugar units. They are composed of more than 10 sugar units. Homo means constituent sugar units are same, means they are composed of, for example, glucose, 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 glucose. 10 के ऊपर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so they are known as homopolysaccharide. If they are made up of the different sugar units, they are known as heteropolysaccharide. They are known as heteropolysaccharide. It is simple. The classification is simple. Carbohydrates means hydrates of the carbon. Polyhydroxyaldehyde or polyhydroxy ketones or compound which gives them on hydrolysis, they are known as carbohydrates. Depending upon the number of sugar units, they are classified as monosaccharide, disaccharide, oligosaccharide, polysaccharide. The simple meaning, mono means one, saccharide means sugar. So one sugar unit, it is monosaccharide. Two sugar units connected by glycosidic linkage, it is disaccharide. Oligosaccharide, 3 to 10 sugar units, and polysaccharide means more than 10 sugar units. Now these polysaccharides, they are again classified as homopolysaccharide, heteropolysaccharide. When the constituent मतलब वो एक ही तरह के मोनोसेकेराइड से अगर बना हुआ है, फॉर एग्जांपल स्टार्च, फॉर एग्जांपल स्टार्च, इट इज मेड अप ऑफ ग्लूकोज, so it is homopolysaccharide. Okay, it is made up of glucose, it is homopolysaccharide. For example, inulin, not insulin, it is inulin. Inulin is made up of fructose, repeating fructose unit, so it is homopolysaccharide. Okay, heteropolysaccharide, for the examples are agar, agarose, pectin, and mainly the glycosaminoglycans. They are made up of repeating sugar units, uronic acid and amino sugar. So they are heteropolysaccharide. Got it? They are heteropolysaccharide. So this is simple classification of carbohydrate. Now monosaccharides, disaccharides, polysaccharides, they are subdivided. Means monosaccharides are again depending upon the number of carbon atom. See? Monosaccharides. Monosaccharides. Depending upon the number of carbon atom and the functional group, the monosaccharides are further divided into. For example, the reference carbohydrate is glyceraldehyde. Glyceraldehyde is the reference carbohydrate. So, if 3 carbons are there, they are known as trioses. Trioses. Okay. 4 carbon, they are known as tetroses. Tetrose. 5 carbon, they are known as pentose. So tri means 3, tetra means 4, pentose 5 carbon, 6 carbon means hexose, 7 carbon heptose. Okay, this is how they are classified on the basis of number of carbon atom: triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose, heptose. Okay, so on the basis of number of carbon atom. Now the functional group, if functional group is aldehyde, if see this is structure of glucose 6. किसी भी चीज का आपको स्ट्रक्चर याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ कॉन्सेप्ट के लिए याद रखो, ठीक है? नाउ सी CH2OH, OH, H, OH, H, H, OH, OH, H is HO. This is functional group. This is functional group aldehyde. When it is aldehyde as a functional group, they are known as aldoses. They are known as aldehydes. Aldoses. Now, in case of the fructose, it is double bond O 3. Rest of the structure is same. ये बाकी का पूरा स्ट्रक्चर ये इसके नीचे सब सेम है. Got it? This is glucose, this is fructose. The functional group here, aldehyde is the functional group. Here, keto group is there. CO. This is keto group. So aldoses, ketoses. These are further subdivided into aldose sugar and ketose sugar. Now examples. We'll see the examples. See. Now trioses. See, trioses, aldose and ketose. Aldose sugar, ketose sugar. So triose is 3 carbon aldehyde as a functional group. They are known as glyceraldehyde. Glyceraldehyde. Then tetrose is erythrose. Pentose is ribose. Xylose is also there. Hexose, it is glucose, mannose, galactose, glucose, mannose, galactose, heptose, it is glucoheptose. These are aldose sugar. Now ketose sugar, it includes the glyceraldehyde, it is dihydroxy acetone. Erythrose, erythrolose. Oolose, oolose is added here. Erythrose, erythrulose. Ribose, ribulose. Glucose, it is fructose. Glucoheptose, it is pseudoheptulose. Okay, so see, aldose sugar, ketose sugar, triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose, heptose. Monosaccharides are further divided depending upon the number of carbon atoms and the functional group. If the functional group is aldehyde, they are known as aldoses. If it is keto group, it is known as ketoses. Okay, so aldoses, ketoses, monosaccharides. Got it? Aldoses, ketoses. Got it? Now the what are the functions? What are the functions? All of you know the functions of glucose. It is a fuel source. It is a source of fuel for many tissues. Glucose is a predominant source of energy for many tissues. That mainly includes, see, this is important for MCQ. Glucose is predominant fuel. Glucose is used for energy purpose predominantly by these tissues, mainly the brain, then RBCs, cornea, renal medulla, then retina, testes. So these are the important tissues which are dependent only predominantly on the glucose. Most of the body tissues, they utilize the glucose, but these are the tissues which is predominantly dependent on glucose as a energy source. Okay, so this is important MCQ here. Glucose. Then galactose, it is component of milk. Galactose is a component of milk. Now one by one, if you take example, you can remember the function. So erythrose, it is important in the hexose monophosphate shunt. Ribose, it is important in the RNA. Deoxyribose, it is important in the DNA. Ribulose, it is important in intermediate of HMP shunt. Glucose, it is a source of energy. Then glyceraldehyde, it is reference carbohydrate. Glyceraldehyde phosphate, DHAP, these are the important intermediates of glycolysis. In this way, you can remember the functions of carbohydrate. Okay, so this is about the monosaccharides. And what are the important properties of monosaccharide? पहले ये जो टेस्ट थे, जो मोनोसैकेराइड से रिलेटेड टेस्ट थे, ये पहले सिलेबस में थे, प्रैक्टिकल में, अभी नहीं है. So that includes the mnemonic MBBS. MBBS. Okay, remember just name of this test. Mollis test. Mollis test, it is important. It is a group test for carbohydrate. Group test for carbohydrates. Then Benedict's test. अभी भी है Benedict's test. Benedict test, it is semi-quantitative test for detection of reducing sugar in the urine. Benedict test is the semi-quantitative test. It is used for detection of reducing sugars in the urine. Okay, if Benedict test is positive, means urine में reducing sugar है. Got it? So Benedict test is a semi-quantitative test because there is play of color from green, yellow, orange, red and brick red. So there is changes in the color, and according to the color there is concentration of sugar present, reducing sugar present. It indicates green color 0.5% sugar, 1%, 1.5%, red color indicate 2%, and brick red color, it indicates more than 2 gram percent reducing sugar in the urine sample. So it is semi-quantitative test based on reducing property in alkaline medium. There is formation of NADOL, which is highly reactive compound. So Benedict test, it is important here. Now Barford test. Barford test, it is given specifically by the monosaccharides. The number of functional groups are required. The more number of free functional groups in the monosaccharide, that's why Barford test is given only by the monosaccharide, not by the disaccharide. And Selivanov test. Selivanov's test is given by the ketose sugar. Ketose sugar that includes fructose and also given by the sucrose. Fructose and sucrose, ketose sugar. Okay, so MBBS is the mnemonic for the test for the monosaccharide, that is Mollis test, Benedict test, Barford and Selivanov. These are the important tests. Remember, Mollis test is a group test for the carbohydrate. It is based on the furfural derivative formation. There is use of alpha naphthol in the Mollis test. Benedict test, it is based on reducing property, and there is formation of enediol in the Benedict test, which reduces the cupric ions into the cuprous ions. And there is play of color from green, yellow, orange to red and brick red, and depending upon the color form, it indicates the amount of or quantity of approximate, not exact, approximate quantity of reducing sugar present in the solution. Okay, so that's why it is known as semi-quantitative test. Barford test, it is specifically given by the monosaccharide, and it depends on the free functional group. As monosaccharide contain more number of free functional groups, that's why monosaccharide gives Barford test positive. And Selivanov test, there is cherry red color in the Selivanov test. It is given by the ketose sugar, mainly fructose and sucrose. Okay, so these are the 4 important tests given by the monosaccharide. Now coming to the one important topic, that is glycemic index. ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स आपको साथ साथ में नोट्स बनाने हैं, खुद के नोट्स साथ साथ में बनाने हैं आपको. ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक फ्रॉम कार्बोहाइड्रेट केमिस्ट्री. और दूसरा इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है, क्लिनिकली रिलेवेंट टॉपिक इज डायटरी फाइबर्स. और तीसरा केस से रिलेटेड है, दैट इज म्यूकोपॉलीसैकेराइडोसिस. तो ये हम साथ साथ में डिस्कस करेंगे. ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, नाउ व्हाट डू मीन बाय ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स? हम बोलते हैं ना ये फूड का ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स बहुत ज्यादा है. The specific number assigned to the food, the specific number or number system assigned to the carbohydrate containing food. क्या बोला मैंने? Carbohydrate containing food. Okay, number given to carbohydrate containing food. Carbohydrate containing food for amount of sugar level raised or amount of glucose level in the blood after 2 hours. How much amount of glucose level increases in the blood after 2 hours after consuming that food stuff is known as glycemic index. इज नोन एज ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स। ठीक है, तो आप मुझे बताओ आइसक्रीम खाना चाहिए या नहीं खाना चाहिए, जिनको मतलब डायबिटीज पर डायबिटीज जिनको है या जिनको ओबेज ओबेज पर्सन है उन्होंने आइसक्रीम खाना चाहिए या नहीं खाना चाहिए, रिलेटेड टू द शुगर बताना है, बाकी का नहीं ध्यान में। इज देयर लैगिंग? हमारा लिपिड से हुआ है सर। हाँ, कोई भी केमिस्ट्री से चालू हो सकता है, लेकिन मोस्ट ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूट में कार्बोहाइड्रेट से ही चालू होता है। यस सर, हो गया है। ठीक है, तो ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स देखो, आप बुक ओपन करोगे, बुक में ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स कहीं तो भी और दिया होगा, हमको एक जगह पे लाना है। तो बुक इज नॉट ओनली फॉर एमबीबीएस, इट इज फॉर ऑल, क्या बोलते हैं, जितने भी कोर्सेस है, बीएससी, एमएससी, एमबीबीएस, बीडीएस, उसके बाद ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपी, फिजियोथेरेपी, ये सब के लिए बुक्स है। आपको सिलेबस लेके बैठना है। मैंने पहले भी बोला था शुरू के क्लास में, आपको अपना अपने यूनिवर्सिटी का सिलेबस डाउनलोड करना है, अपना पेपर पैटर्न देखना है कैसा है, और वो पेपर पैटर्न के हिसाब से आपको इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस नोट करके रखने हैं वो टॉपिक के एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द चैप्टर, ताकि जब आप चैप्टर खोलो, मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि अभी से ही आप इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन पढ़ो, मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि इम्पोर्टेंट जो क्वेश्चंस है वो नोट डाउन करके रखो आपके टॉपिक के ऊपर में, ताकि आप जब आपका टॉपिक चालू करो तो आपको पता चले कि इसमें से क्या पूछा जाता है, ये चैप्टर में से क्या पूछा जाता है। जैसे केमिस्ट्री ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट हमने ओपन किया, मैंने बोला इसमें क्लिनिकल ओरिएंटेड टॉपिक ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, डाइटरी फाइबर और म्यूकोपॉलीसैकेराइडोसिस है। ठीक है, उसके बाद में इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है ग्लाइकोजमिनोग्लाइकॉन, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉप रेटेड टॉपिक ऑफ दिस चैप्टर, ग्लाइकोजमिनोग्लाइकॉन्स मतलब हेट्रोपॉलीसैकेराइड। सब घुमा घुमा के भी पूछते, हेट्रोपॉलीसैकेराइड मतलब ग्लाइकोजमिनोग्लाइकॉन। ठीक है, फिर होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड, ये इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स है। ये सब छोड़ के आप अगर ग्लूकोज का स्ट्रक्चर, फ्रुक्टोज का स्ट्रक्चर, डाइसैकेराइड का स्ट्रक्चर निकालते या याद करते बैठोगे तो आपका टाइम वेस्ट होगा, केन कुछ भी नहीं होगा। ठीक है, हमको उनसे रिलेटेड क्लिनिकल मेडिसिन में क्या रिलेवेंट है वो हमको पढ़ना है। ठीक है, नाउ ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स ए स्पेशल नंबर और स्पेसिफिक नंबर असाइन टू द फूड स्टफ, किसको देना है, फूड स्टफ, मतलब पोटैटो का इतना ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, आइसक्रीम का इतना ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, है ना। मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा है आपको, ध्यान में रखो, है ना। तो एक स्पेसिफिक मीन्स अमाउंट ऑफ ग्लूकोज लेवल रेज्ड आफ्टर 2 आवर ऑफ कंजम्पशन ऑफ दैट फूड स्टफ in comparison with the reference carbohydrate, means glucose, in comparison with the reference carbohydrate, that is glucose, is known as glycemic index. Amount of glucose level raised after 2 hours of consuming the food stuff, the particular food stuff is known as glycemic index. Now GI, glycemic index, is equal to area under the curve, area under the curve after consuming, after consuming 50 ग्राम ऑफ टेस्ट मिल, टेस्ट मिल मतलब जिसका हमको ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स निकालना है, सपोज पोटैटो, तो पोटैटो, एरिया अंडर द कर्व आफ्टर कंज्यूमिंग द 50 ग्राम ऑफ टेस्ट मिल डिवाइडेड बाय, डिवाइडेड बाय एरिया अंडर द कर्व, द कर्व आफ्टर कंज्यूमिंग 50 ग्राम ऑफ ग्लूकोज into 100, considering the glycemic index of glucose is 100, considering the glycemic index of glucose is 100. समझ में आया? Suppose this is curve. Now see this. Now this is graph. This graph. This is glucose level, blood glucose level. ब्लड शुगर लेवल और प्लाज्मा ग्लूकोज लेवल बोलते हैं इसको, प्लाज्मा ग्लूकोज लेवल इन मिलीग्राम पर डेसीलीटर. So this is 25, this is 50, this is 75, here 100, 125, then 2, 1, 150, 175, 200 like this. Okay, and this is time slot, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, time slot. So area under the curve after consuming the test meal. Now see, suppose after consuming the glucose, 50 gram of glucose, there is increase in the glucose level. This area under the curve. Area under curve after consuming the reference. This means glucose, and suppose this is area under the curve after consuming the test meal. Okay. So this type of carbohydrates, they are known as high glycemic index. There is high glycemic index, मतलब ग्लूकोज के पास में जो भी रहेंगे, मतलब ग्लूकोज, गैलेक्टोज, लैक्टोज, माल्टोज, ये सब जो है, ये सब सब्सटेंसेस है, इनका ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स नियर अबाउट 100 है ना. जैसे द फूड कंटेनिंग द ग्लूकोज मेनली स्टार्च, जैसे पोटैटो, ब्रेड, पॉलिश्ड राइस, शुगरी ड्रिंक्स, फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे हम ये डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ब्रांड के सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक पीते हैं, है ना. तो द ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स ऑफ दिस फूड स्टफ इज वेरी हाई. नाउ मीडियम में कौन से आते हैं? फ्रूट्स. जनरली जो फ्रूट्स है, दे आर हैविंग द मीडियम ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स. एंड लो ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स किसका है? ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स. ग्रीन लीफी वेजिटेबल्स जो भी है, जो फाइबर डाइट है, फाइबर रिच डाइट है, द ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स ऑफ दैट फूड स्टफ इज लो. So low glycemic index food, they are particularly important in maintaining the weight, or to control the weight. It is very very important. Then again, it is important in the diet management of obesity, diet management of the coronary artery diseases, diet management of myocardial infarction. It is very very important. Importance of glycemic index, this food. Okay. Now, when it is consumed with the mixed diet, for example, when carbohydrate is taking with the protein, which will take with the fat, the glycemic index of this food stuff decreases. Glycemic index of food stuff is decreases. Now, आइसक्रीम के बारे में हमने क्वेश्चन पूछा, तो आइसक्रीम का ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स एकदम हाई भी नहीं है, एकदम लो भी नहीं है. इट इज अराउंड 40-50. इज अराउंड 40-50. Okay. See, the food with high glycemic index food, it includes the glucose. मतलब ग्लूकोज के पास में जो फूड स्टफ्स है, जिनके खाने से ग्लूकोज लेवल बढ़ेगा, वो हाई ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स फूड. दैट इंक्लूड्स पोटैटोज, then breads, then sugary fluids, sugary drinks. They are with high glycemic index. Potato chips, breads, sugary drinks. Okay. Then medium glycemic index food. It includes uh, fruits, mainly the fruits, and then low glycemic index foods. फ्रूट्स, यहाँ पे आइसक्रीम भी आएगा. आइसक्रीम, लो ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स. इट इंक्लूड्स ग्रीन leafy vegetables. Vegetables means fibers, mainly the fiber containing food. Fibers containing fruits. So high GI, high glycemic index, medium glycemic index, low glycemic index. अभी आपको अगर शॉर्ट नोट आया व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स, तो आपको एक कर्व निकालनी है. दिस इज रेफरेंस कर्व, दिस इज द टेस्ट मिल, दिस इज टेस्ट मिल और फूड. ओके, दिस इज ग्लूकोज कर्व, this is sugar level in milligram per deciliter, plasma glucose level in milligram per deciliter. This is time in hours, this is time in hours. What is definition? The area under the glucose curve after ingestion or after consumption of the carbohydrate food. So it is glycemic index is mainly assigned to the carbohydrate containing food, and it tells us about the increase in the glucose level after consuming that food stuff. So this is glycemic index, so this is important. What is importance? It is maintaining in the diet planning of obesity, diet planning of coronary artery diseases, diet planning of myocardial infarction. Specifically, the food with the medium and low glycemic index should be consumed. Okay, medium and low glycemic index should be consumed. Ice cream comes under medium glycemic index food because it is mainly the lipids, mainly the fats. Okay, and along with the fat there is sugar. But the when we take the mixed diet, the glycemic index of most of the food decreases. So the high glycemic index also includes polished rice. Polished rice. So glycemic. What my next question is, what is glycemic index of glucose? What is it? Glycemic index of glucose. Glucose, galactose, lactose. नहीं खाना चाहिए. कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता क्योंकि साथ में ये भी रहता, फैट भी रहता, लिपिड भी रहता. यस, ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स ऑफ ग्लूकोज इज 100. मतलब समझ में आया आपको? ग्लूकोज जिसमें जिसके डिग्रेडेशन से ग्लूकोज बनेगा वो सब फूड का ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स ज़्यादा रहेगा. ठीक है. तो हम ट्राई करेंगे जो टॉपिक आपके क्लास में नहीं हुए हुए वो ज़्यादा थोड़े से अच्छे से हो, और जो हुए हैं वो रिवाइज हो जाए. ठीक है. दिस इज वन टॉपिक. द नेक्स्ट इज डाइटरी. डाइटरी फाइबर हम होमोपॉलीसेकेराइड के साथ लेंगे. ठीक है. तो मोनोसेकेराइड, हाउ विल यू क्लासिफाई मोनोसेकेराइड? Monosaccharides are classified on the basis of number of carbon atom, and second on the basis of functional group. When functional group is aldehyde, they are aldoses, and when functional group is keto, they are known as ketoses. When keto group is there, they are known as ketoses. For example, fructose, sucrose, they are ketose sugar. Okay. Now coming to the next important SAQ, that is biologically important disaccharides. अभी मोनोसेकेराइड का क्लासिफिकेशन हुआ. मोनोसेकेराइड का क्लासिफिकेशन होने के बाद डाइसेकेराइड्स. बायोलॉजिकली important disaccharides. Di means two, saccharides means sugar. They are composed of two sugar units connected by glycosidic linkage. इसमें भी आपको मैं बोलता हूँ स्ट्रक्चर किसी का याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. हमको पढ़ाने को कुछ नहीं जाता, यहाँ पे पीपीटी लगा देंगे, यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चर आपको फोकस कर देंगे. ये लैक्टोज का स्ट्रक्चर है, ये माल्टोज का स्ट्रक्चर है, ये सुक्रोज का स्ट्रक्चर है. आप याद रखते बैठो. ठीक है? मैं वही चीजें आपको पढ़ाऊंगा जो मैं याद रख सकता, जो मुझे याद रहता वही पढ़ाऊंगा. ठीक है. तो स्ट्रक्चर हमको फिर से स्ट्रक्चर में जाना नहीं है. द बायोलॉजिकली इंपॉर्टेंट डाइसेकेराइड. डाइसेकेराइड मीन्स टू शुगर यूनिट्स connected by glycosidic linkage. Connected by glycosidic linkage. They are known as disaccharides. So disaccharides are further classified into reducing and non-reducing disaccharides. Reducing disaccharide. रिड्यूसिंग अगर डाइसेकेराइड है तो बेनेडिक्ट टेस्ट पॉजिटिव देंगे कि निगेटिव देंगे? आप बताओ मुझे, बेनेडिक्ट टेस्ट पॉजिटिव देंगे या निगेटिव देंगे? नॉन रिड्यूसिंग डाइसेकेराइड. So here example is sucrose, which is a cane sugar, sucrose. दूसरा ट्रिहालोज. Sucrose and trihalose, these are non-reducing disaccharide. And reducing disaccharide, it includes maltose, lactose, isomaltose, lactulose. Okay, kilobiose is also there. So maltose, lactose, isomaltose, lactulose, these are the reducing disaccharide. These are the non-reducing disaccharides. अभी इसमें से ना ये इसलिए लिया गया मैंने मैंने क्या इसको this is synthetic disaccharide used in the treatment of constipation. Lactulose syrup आता है lactulose. It is made up of galactose and fructose, combination of galactose and fructose, synthetic disaccharide lactulose. It is used in the treatment of constipation. It is laxative, lactulose. Okay, so इसीलिए इस यहाँ पे लिया क्योंकि इसका clinical use है. Now maltose, lactose, isomaltose. So maltose, it is made up of glucose. So maltose is made up of glucose plus glucose. Maltose, it is made up of 2 units of glucose connected by alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Connected by alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. And maltose, it is intermediate in the degradation or the digestion of starch. Starch is degraded into dextrin, then maltose, and maltose is degraded into glucose, 2 units of glucose. So maltose, it is glucose plus glucose connected by alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. इतना ही काम का है माल्टोज का. ठीक है, and it is reducing disaccharide and it will give the oxagen test positive. It will give sunflower shaped oxazone crystals. Will give sunflower shaped oxazone crystal. It will give sunflower shaped oxazone crystal. In the oxazone test, it will give sunflower shape. Now lactose. Lactose is made up of galactose, galactose plus glucose. It is connected by beta 1,4 glycosidic link. Is connected by beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Galactose glucose beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Maltose alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Isomaltose, it is glucose plus glucose connected by alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. Alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. Lactose, lactulose, it is galactose plus fructose. Galactose plus fructose. Synthetic disaccharide used in the treatment of constipation to relieve the constipation. It is laxative. So these are the reducing disaccharide. Now why they are reducing and why they are known as reducing? They give the Benedict test. They give the Benedict test positive. That's why they are known as reducing disaccharide. This is the reason? No, this they are reducing disaccharide because of free functional group. There is free functional group in this disaccharide. That's why they are known as reducing disaccharide. What do you mean by free functional group? Now see, this is structure of glucose. This is structure of glucose. All of you know the structure of glucose. This is aldehyde. See, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6th carbon. Now in the glucose, this is first carbon. Okay. Now see here glucose, glucose. So another molecule of glucose is there, but the here bond is between this first and the fourth. First and fourth, this OH, H. First and the fourth, the glycosidic bond is between the first and fourth carbon. Alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. So though this first is involved, the functional group of this second glucose, it is free. It is free. That's why it is reducing disaccharide. नहीं समझा? फिर से एक बार बताता हूँ. So functional group in glucose, it is present at C1 carbon. It is present at C1 carbon, and In maltose it is glucose plus glucose connected by alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage, so it is involved in the bond formation, but this functional group is free, so it will give the reducing test positive. In alkaline medium, it forms the enediol, and enediol will react, or reducing property means it forms the uh, it gives the Benedict test positive because of free functional group is there. It is free functional group is there. Now see, in case of sucrose, why it is नॉन रिड्यूसिंग, अगर इसका स्ट्रक्चर देखा तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. Sucrose is made up of glucose plus fructose. This is alpha 1 and beta 2. This bond is alpha 1 beta 2 glycosidic linkage. Alpha 1 beta 2 glycosidic linkage. Now glucose. In case of glucose, it is first carbon. And in case of fructose, it is second carbon. It is second carbon. So this is functional group. In case of fructose, this is functional group in case of glucose. So there is bond between this functional group, C1 and C2, C1 of glucose and C2 of the fructose. So both the functional group, aldehyde group and keto group, both the functional groups, they are involved in the bond formation here in the sucrose. That's why it is non-reducing sugar. There is no functional group to react. That's why it is non-reducing sugar. In case of trehalose, it is glucose plus glucose. But here linkage is alpha 1 1 glycosidic linkage. 1 glycosidic linkage. C1 of glucose is involved. So both the functional groups, they are involved in the bond formation. So no functional group is there, no free functional group. That's why they are non-reducing sugar. Here functional group is present. That's why they are reducing sugar. They gives the Benedict test positive. In the oxazone formation, maltose will give sunflower shaped oxazone, and lactose will give the powder puff. It will give the powder puff like hedgehog. This is lactosazone. This is lactosazone. Sunflower. This is hedgehog shape or the powder puff shape. Lactose powder. Remember, lactose powder. है ना, दूध powder, lactose powder. So it will give the powder puff shape oxazone और hedgehog shape oxazone. Maltose ये थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया कंपैरिजन में, दोनों का कंपेयर किया तो ये हो जाएगा. तो maltose sunflower shaped oxazone. Sunflower shape oxazone. Okay, and in case of glucose, now see this difference: glucose, fructose, and mannose. Now this is reason they give, these are the monosaccharides. These are monosaccharide. They differ around the C1 and C2. They differ around carbon 1 and carbon 2. This mannose is a epimer. मैं बताऊंगा epimer क्या रहता. तो mannose is a epimer of glucose. और ग्लूकोज को और फ्रुक्टोज का स्ट्रक्चर आपको पता है. यहाँ पे C1 पे अल्डेहाइड है, यहाँ पे C2 पे कीटो ग्रुप है. C2 पे कीटो ग्रुप है, यहाँ पे अल्डेहाइड ग्रुप है C1 पे. C2 पे यहाँ पे कीटो ग्रुप है. और मैनोज, ग्लूकोज और मैनोज C2 पे डिफर करते हैं. ठीक है, बाकी बाकी तीनों का स्ट्रक्चर C2 के नीचे जो है, ये नीचे वाला जो पार्ट है CS2OH, OH, H, OH, ये जो नीचे का जो, या इसके नीचे का जो पोर्शन है, ये तीनों में सेम है. ग्लूकोज, फ्रुक्टोज, मैनोज, ये तीनों में ये वाला पोर्शन सेम है. दे डिफर अराउंड C1 एंड C2. ग्लूकोज में यहाँ पे अल्डेहाइड ग्रुप है, फ्रुक्टोज में यहाँ पे कीटो ग्रुप है. मैनोज और ग्लूकोज जो है ये C2 के अराउंड H और OH के ओरिएंटेशन में डिफर करते हैं. ठीक है, तो तीनों सिर्फ डिफर C1 एंड C2 है. इन ओसेजोन फॉर्मेशन मतलब क्रिस्टल फॉर्मेशन, when they are heated in the hot alkaline medium along with the phenylhydrazine, they form the phenylhydrazone. They form the osazones, crystals. They form the crystals. So glucose, fructose and mannose, they give similar needle shaped osazones. They give similar needle shaped osazone, broom shaped भी बोलते हैं इसको. नीडल शेप्ड और ब्रूम शेप्ड ओसेजोन, ग्लूकोज, फ्रुक्टोज, मैनोज. अभी तीनों एक जैसे क्यों देते उसका रीजन मैंने बताया. दे डिफर अराउंड C1 एंड C2 कार्बन. ये दो कार्बन पे ही तीनों में डिफरेंस है. इन ओसेजोन फॉर्मेशन द C1 and C2 they are involved. C1 and C2 involved. After addition of phenylhydrazine, the structure becomes similar. All three, glucose, fructose, mannose, structure becomes similar. That's why they gives similar needle or broom shaped oseazone. Oseazone formation is a property of reducing sugar. Oseazone formation is a property of reducing sugar. Sugar means crystal formation when they are heated in hot alkaline medium along with the uh, that is, क्या बोला था मैंने अभी, phenylhydrazine, along with the phenylhydrazine. So biologically important disaccharide, remember lactose, maltose, isomaltose, lactulose, sucrose, trehalose. Sucrose is made up of glucose and fructose. It is cane sugar. जो हम टेबल शुगर यूज करते हैं, it is sucrose. It is sucrose. So glucose, it is made up of glucose and fructose, alpha 1 beta 2 glycosidic linkage. Both the functional groups, they are involved in the bond formation. That's why it is non-reducing sugar. Trehalose, glucose plus glucose. Here alpha 1 मतलब alpha 1 glycosidic linkage. Both the functional groups, they are involved in the bond formation. So they are non-reducing. These are the reducing disaccharides. Got it? So this is all about the डाइसैकेराइड्स. कौन कौन से लिखने हैं? माल्टोज, लैक्टोज स्पेसिफिकली, और हियर सुक्रोज. बाकी के भी लिख सकते हो, याद रहे तो लिखो, नहीं तो माल्टोज, लैक्टोज, सुक्रोज याद रखो. ओके, तो दिस इज बायोलॉजिकली इंपॉर्टेंट डाइसैकेराइड. ओके, अभी तक हमने क्या क्या डिस्कस किया? अभी तक हमने कार्बोहाइड्रेट की डेफिनेशन डिस्कस की. उसके बाद में हमने मोनोसेकेराइड का मतलब कार्बोहाइड्रेट का क्लासिफिकेशन डिस्कस किया. मोनोसेकेराइड, डाइसेकेराइड, ओलिगोसेकेराइड और पॉलीसेकेराइड. उसके बाद में हमने मोनोसेकेराइड का क्लासिफिकेशन डिस्कस किया, जिसमें हमने डिस्कस किया कि दे आर क्लासिफाइड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स, मींस ट्रायोज, टेट्रोज, पेंटोज, हेक्सोज, हेप्टोज, और नैनोज भी है. ठीक है, तो नैनोज मेनली साइलिक एसिड यानी एसिटिल न्यूरामिनिक एसिड. इसका इंपॉर्टेंस मैं बाद में बताता आपको. So, depending upon the number of carbon atom, then depending upon the functional group, if aldehyde is the functional group, they are known as aldoses. If keto is the functional group, it is known as ketoses. Okay, example, glucose is the aldohexose and fructose is the ketohexose. Ketohexose, got it? फिर हमने ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स डिस्कस किया. फिर हमने कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट टिश्यूज बताए जो मोस्ट प्रिफरेबली और प्रिडोमिनेंटली ग्लूकोज पे डिपेंडेंट है. उसमें हमने बताया ब्रेन, टेस्टिस, रेटाइना, आरबीसीज, रिनल मेडुला और कॉर्निया. ये जो टिश्यूज है ये प्रिडोमिनेंटली ग्लूकोज पे डिपेंडेंट है. ये प्रिडोमिनेंटली ग्लूकोज को मेटाबोलाइज करते हैं. ठीक है, और ब्रेन वेलफेड स्टेट में और फास्टिंग में भी मेनली मेनली ग्लूकोज को यूटिलाइज करता है. सिर्फ सीवियर प्रोलॉन्ग स्टार्वेशन के स्टेट में वो कीटोन बॉडी यूज करना चालू कर देता. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद में हमने बायोलॉजिकली इंपॉर्टेंट डाइसैकेराइड डिस्कस किए. हमने उसमें माल्टोज, लैक्टोज, आइसोमाल्टोज, लैक्टुलोज, सुक्रोज, ट्रिहालोज. देखो इनके नाम के साथ पहला तो है इनका क्लासिफिकेशन, इनको क्लासिफाई करना है. क्लासिफाई करने के बाद इनको इनका कंपोजिशन हमको बताना है. कंपोजिशन मतलब जैसे माल्टोज, ग्लूकोज प्लस ग्लूकोज अल्फा 1,4 ग्लाइकोसाइडिक लिंकेज. लैक्टोज, गैलेक्टोज प्लस ग्लूकोज बीटा 1,4 ग्लाइकोसाइडिक लिंकेज. आइसोमाल्टोज, ग्लूकोज प्लस ग्लूकोज अल्फा 1,6 ग्लाइकोसाइडिक लिंकेज. लैक्टुलोज, गैलेक्टोज प्लस फ्रुक्टोज. इट इज सिंथेटिक डाइसैकेराइड यूज्ड टू रिलीव द कॉन्स्टिपेशन. Sucrose, glucose plus fructose, alpha 1, beta 2 glycosidic linkage. Both the functional group involved in the bond formation. That's why it is non-reducing. Trehalose, glucose plus glucose, alpha 1, alpha 1 glycosidic linkage. Both the functional groups, they are involved in the bond formation. Sucrose is also known as invert sugar. It is known as invert sugar. Why it is known as invert sugar? Because as such it is dextro rotatory. As such, it is dextrorotatory, and when it is hydrolyzed, it will give you glucose plus fructose. So fructofuranose is an unstable compound, and it is converted, this because of fructose, it becomes, this dextrorotatory sucrose becomes levorotatory. इसका मीनिंग भी मैं आपको बताता हूँ आइसोमर्स में, व्हाट इज डेक्स्ट्रोरोटेटरी, व्हाट इज लीवोरोटेटरी. Okay, so as such, sucrose is dextrorotatory, but on hydrolysis, it is converted into glucose and fructose. Because of fructofuranose, it is levorotatory, and the entire solution becomes levorotatory. So, conversion of dextrorotatory sucrose into levorotatory solution, it is known as inversion. This property is known as inversion. That's why the sucrose is known as invert sugar. That's why sucrose is known as invert sugar. Okay. ये डाइसैकेराइड कंप्लीट हुआ यहाँ पे. ठीक है, मोनोसैकेराइड, डाइसैकेराइड. नाउ नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन इज द आइसोमर्स. नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन इज आइसोमर. Stereoisomers. Stereoisomers, compound having the same molecular formula but differ in the orientation of group. Compound having the same molecular formula but differ in the orientation of group. एक एग्जांपल बताता मैं, आइसोमर, स्टीरियो आइसोमर. स्टीरियो आइसोमर मैं आपको बोलूंगा कि इस पे ज्यादा ध्यान मत दो, सिर्फ 3-4 टाइप के आइसोमर और उसमें डिफरेंस क्या रहता है सिर्फ ये नोट डाउन करना है. स्टीरियो आइसोमर्स, कंपाउंड हैविंग द सेम मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला but differ in the orientation of group. For example, stereoisomers, see D glucose, L glucose. मैंने अभी तक कोई भी स्ट्रक्चर निकाला यहाँ पे, मैंने सिर्फ ग्लूकोज का स्ट्रक्चर निकाला, और ग्लूकोज का ध्यान में रखते हुए बाकी बाकी चीजों का स्ट्रक्चर आप निकाल सकते हो. स्टीरियोआइसोमर. ओके, this is D glucose, capital D glucose. This D is not for dextrorotatory. Remember, this is not for dextrorotatory. This D represents the orientation of OH group. This D represent orientation of hydroxyl group to the right of the penultimate carbon atom, which is adjacent to the terminal primary alcohol. ये जो अल्कोहल है CH2OH, इसके पास वाला जो कार्बन है उसके राइट साइड में अगर OH है तो उसको D बोलते हैं, उसके लेफ्ट साइड में अगर OH है तो उसको L बोलते हैं. दीज आर मिरर इमेजेस. एग्जांपल स्टीरियो आइसोमर, दीज आर मिरर इमेजेस. नाउ इसका मिरर इमेज निकालना है हमको. ठीक है, हियर आइसोमर ऐसे क्यों, अगर आइसोमर्स आया, कंपाउंड हैविंग द सेम molecular formula having different special orientation. Stereoisomer, compound having the same molecular formula but having the orientation of group, they differ in the orientation of group. Here H and OH. Now remember this, when it is D glucose, when the penultimate carbon, मतलब ये adjacent to terminal primary alcohol, when the penultimate carbon, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, when the penultimate carbon having the OH group to the right side of of the carbon, it is known as D glucose, and when it is on the left side, it is L glucose. It is capital D, capital L, but it is not dextrorotatory or levorotatory. It is not dextrorotatory or levorotatory. It is capital D, capital L. These are mirror images, generally mirror images, stereoisomer. Okay, stereoisomer. And it depends upon the isomers. They are depend upon the number of asymmetric carbon atom. So in case of D glucose, there are 4 asymmetric carbon. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Asymmetric carbon means the carbon surrounded by 4 different atoms. They are known as asymmetric carbon. So glucose having the 4 asymmetric carbon, and number of possible isomers given by the compound or monosaccharide, it is given by the Lieber von Hoff rule. It is known as von Hoff rule. It is known as von Hoff rule. So it is 2 to the power n, where n represent the number of possible isomers. So here 2 to the power 4 number of asymmetric carbon. N represent the number of asymmetric carbon. So in case of glucose, there are 4 asymmetric carbon. So 2 to the power 4. So 16 isomers given by the glucose, D glucose. 16 isomers given by the D glucose. So see, stereoisomer having the same molecular formula but differ in the orientation of group. D glucose, L glucose. D means on the right side of the carbon, penultimate carbon, OH group. When it is on the left side, it is known as L glucose. So they are known as stereoisomer. मैंने आपको बोला था सिर्फ ग्लूकोज का याद रखो, उस हिसाब से हमको बाकी के निकलना है. ठीक है. नाउ सेकंड इज द फंक्शनल आइसोमर्स. Functional isomers. Now see glucose. Now fructose. This is glucose. This is fructose. This is functional group aldehyde. This is functional group ketone. Okay, aldehyde ketone. When it is aldehyde, aldose. When it is ketone, it is ketose. Now functional isomer, they differ in the functional group. They having the same molecular formula but differ in the functional group, aldehyde and ketone. Aldehyde and ketone. Functional isomer glucose, fructose. दो बताए, एक स्टीरियो आइसोमर बताया मैंने डी एंड एल. दूसरा बताया मैंने फंक्शनल आइसोमर, दे डिफर इन द फंक्शनल ग्रुप. तीसरा बताऊंगा इपीमर्स. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय इपीमर्स? they differ around the single carbon other than anomeric carbon. They differ around the single carbon other than anomeric carbon. Now see glucose. This is important for MCQ. Glucose, galactose, mannose. Glucose, galactose, mannose. They are epimer. Glucose and galactose, they are epimer at the C4, and glucose and mannose, they are epimer at the C2. They are epimer at the C2. So draw the structure of glucose here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is structure of glucose. Now, now galactose. They differ in the C4. Now in the C4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The rest of the structure is similar. At the C4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is C4. At the C4, it is like this. H, OH. differ around the C4. They are epimers, differ around the single carbon. And in case of mannose, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They differ around the C2. Here H, OH, and C2. They are known as epimers of each other. Differ around the single carbon other than anomeric. Anomeric मतलब जिसको फंक्शनल ग्रुप अटैच रहता वो, जिसको फंक्शनल ग्रुप अटैच रहता वो, उनको बोलते हैं एनोमर्स। ये हो गए इपीमर्स। मैंने अभी तक 3 बताए। पहला बताया मैंने स्टीरियो आइसोमर, उसमें आता है डी एंड एल। डी एंड एल, द ओरिएंटेशन ऑफ एच एंड ओ एच to the right and left of the penultimate carbon atom. Okay, epimers, they differ around the single carbon atom other than anomeric carbon. Okay, epimers. और तीसरा क्या बोला मैंने? फंक्शनल आइसोमर, फंक्शनल ग्रुप दे डिफर। एंड चौथा इज द एनोमर्स। एनोमर्स in the cyclical structure, see the cyclical structure of glucose. This cyclical structure of glucose. In this cyclical structure, this is do alpha D glucose. Alpha D glucose, alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. These are the anomers of each other. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon. Okay. Now they differ around the C1. They differ around the C1. So now alpha, what do you mean by alpha? Here is the cross. In alpha, there is cross. Okay. So it is opposite. The OH at the C1 is opposite of the CH2OH. मतलब ये हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप सॉरी, हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप जो C1 पे अटैच है, इट इज ऑन द अपोजिट साइड ऑफ CH2OH। इट इज ऑन द अपोजिट साइड ऑफ CH2OH। अभी बीटा का स्ट्रक्चर देखो, now see here in this structure the OH is on the side of CH2OH, on the side of CH2OH. So this is beta D glucose. They are known as anomers of each other. They differ around the carbon 1, C1. They differ around the C1. So they are known as anomeric carbon. And this conversion, alpha to beta conversion, is known as anomerism. That is known as mutarotation. That is known as mutarotation. तो अब मैंने कौन सी 4 चीजें बताई, मैं फिर से बताता हूँ। द आइसोमर्स, इसमें 4 इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें आती है। स्टीरियो आइसोमर्स मतलब डी एंड एल फॉर्म, दूसरा आता है फंक्शनल आइसोमर, तीसरा आता है इपीमर्स, चौथा आता है एनोमर्स। ये 4 हो गए एनोमर्स। एनोमर्स मतलब पहला कार्बन, इपीमर्स मतलब डिफर इन एनी कार्बन अदर देन एनामरिक कार्बन। फंक्शनल ग्रुप फंक्शनल आइसोमर्स मतलब द फंक्शनल ग्रुप दे डिफर, ग्लूकोज एंड फ्रुक्टोज। इपीमर का एग्जांपल glucose and galactose, they are epimers at the C4. Glucose and mannose, they are epimers at the C2. This is important MCQ. See, stereoisomer D and L form, capital D capital L, capital D capital L। ये कब बोलेंगे? जब ये जो पेनल्टीमेट कार्बन है, 5वां कार्बन है इन केस ऑफ ग्लूकोज, when OH is to the right it is known as D, when OH is to the left it is known as L। ये एक हो गया। The functional isomer, when the functional group is aldehyde, functional group is ketose. So it is keto group, aldehyde group. So they are functional isomers, glucose and fructose. Then epimers, they differ in the carbon other than anomeric carbon। ये जो एनोमरिक कार्बन छोड़ के, 1 वाला छोड़ के, जहाँ पे फंक्शनल ग्रुप अटैच होता है वो छोड़ के, बाकी कार्बन में अगर वो डिफर हो रहे एक दूसरे से, उनको बोलते हैं इपीमर्स। उनको बोलते हैं इपीमर्स. नाउ ग्लूकोज एंड गैलेक्टोज दे डिफर अराउंड C4. दिस इज MCQ, इंपॉर्टेंट MCQ. For first professional examination, for first term examination, for the prelim examination, this is important MCQ. This is important MCQ. Glucose and galactose, they are C4 epimers. Glucose and mannose, they are C2 epimers. Okay. ये तो हमने पहले ही डिस्कस किया था ओसिया जोन में. ग्लूकोज और मैनोज के स्ट्रक्चर में फर्स्ट और सेकंड कार्बन में डिफर करते हैं. फिनिल हाइड्रोजन के अटैचमेंट के बाद दोनों का स्ट्रक्चर ग्लूकोज, फ्रुक्टोज, मैनोज, इनका तीनों का स्ट्रक्चर एक जैसा हो जाता. दैट्स वाई ग्लूकोज, फ्रुक्टोज, मैनोज, ओके, ये तीनों का स्ट्रक्चर एक जैसा होता है, इसलिए वो निडल शेप ओसिया जोन देते हैं. तो दिस इज इपीमर्स. एंड एनामर्स मीन्स अल्फा एंड बीटा फॉर्म ऑफ द डी ग्लूकोज. दे डिफर इन द एनामरिक कार्बन, मतलब कार्बन 1. अभी डी और एल क्या रहता? डी, स्मॉल डी को बोलते हैं डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी, या तो प्लस डेक्स्ट्रो, डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी, या तो स्मॉल एल, या तो माइनस के साइन से. इट इज लीवो रोटेटरी, लीवो रोटेटरी. When a beam of plane polarized light is passed through a solution containing it, when a beam of plane polarized light it pass to the solution containing the compound, when it is rotated to the right, when the plane is rotated to the right, it is known as dextrorotatory, and when it is rotated to the left, it is known as levorotatory compound. So it is represented by small d and small l, or plus or minus sign, प्लस और माइनस साइन. सो डेक्स्ट्रो लीवो रोटेटरी. ठीक है, डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी, लीवो रोटेटरी. ठीक है, जैसे हमने सुक्रोज में बोला था, सुक्रोज एज सच इज ए डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी सोल्यूशन, मतलब सुक्रोज का सोल्यूशन जो है डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी है. बट व्हेन इट इज हाइड्रोलाइज इनटू ग्लूकोज एंड फ्रुक्टोज, and fructose in the solution is strongly levorotatory, so that converts dextrorotatory sucrose into the levorotatory solution of glucose plus fructose. So that's why it is known as inversion or invert sugar. Sucrose is known as invert sugar. So this is all about the isomers. This is all about the isomers. Now coming to the next topic, that is homopolysaccharides. हम ये यहाँ पे होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड लेंगे, क्योंकि हमको नेक्स्ट टॉपिक में सिर्फ जीएजी लेना है, क्योंकि जीएजी इंपॉर्टेंट है, ग्लाइकोसमिनोग्लाइकॉन. होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड, होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड किसको बोला है हम लोगों ने? When more than 10 sugar units are connected by the glycosidic linkage, they are known as homopolysaccharide. When the constituent compounds means when the constituent sugar units are similar, जैसे ग्लूकोज, हमने बोला था ग्लूकोज 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 ग्लूकोज, एंड सो ऑन. इट इज नोन एज होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड, या तो फ्रुक्टोज 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 एंड सो ऑन. So it is known as homopolysaccharides. Now important homopolysaccharide, it includes first starch, second glycogen, third cellulose, fourth dextrine, fifth inulin, sixth dextran, seventh chitin. These are the important examples of homosaccharides: starch, glycogen, cellulose, dextrine, inulin, dextran, chitin. These are the homopolysaccharide examples of homopolysaccharide. You may get BAQ on enumerate the homopolysaccharides, or enumerate heteropolysaccharide, enumerate non-reducing disaccharide, enumerate reducing disaccharide, enumerate the gluco क्या बोलते हैं उसको, glucohexose, not glucohexose, aldohexose, enumerate aldohexose, glucose, galactose, mannose, these are the aldohexose. Okay, so these are the homopolysaccharides: starch, glycogen, cellulose, dextrine, inulin, dextran, chitin. अभी हर एक का हमको थोड़ा बहुत फंक्शन पता चाहिए, कंपोजिशन पता चाहिए, बॉन्ड पता चाहिए. फंक्शन, कंपोजिशन और जिसके इंपॉर्टेंट है उनके बॉन्ड पता चाहिए. Now what is starch? Starch is the storage form of the carbohydrate in the plant. Glycogen, it is the storage form of the carbohydrate in the animals. It is present in the muscle. It is present in the liver. It is compact form of the carbohydrate. Compact. Glucose is stored as glycogen in the liver, glycogen in the muscle. Okay. Cellulose, it is dietary fiber. There is beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage, and there is no enzyme in the humans that can digest beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage of the cellulose in between two glucose molecule. Beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. That's why it is a dietary fiber. It is a dietary fiber. Now dextrin. Dextrin, it is degradation product of starch, intermediate in the degradation of starch. Inulin, it is a polymer of fructose. It is known as fructosan. Okay, it is known as fructose and polymer of fructose. Dextran, it is a high molecular branched carbohydrate, high molecular weight branched carbohydrate, dextran. And chitin, it is present in the exoskeleton of insect. Exoskeleton of insect. It is made up of N-acetyl glucosamine. It is made up of repeating unit of glucosamine, amino sugar. So these are the homopolysaccharide. Starch made up of glucose, glycogen made up of glucose, cellulose made up of glucose. Dextrin, it is partial degradation product of starch, means made up of glucose. Inulin, it is made up of fructose, polymer of fructose. Dextran, it is made up of glucose, highly branched carbohydrate, high molecular weight carbohydrate. It has commercial use. It is used as a प्लाज्मा वॉल्यूम एक्सपांडर. जब हाइपोवॉल्यूमिया होता है, जब शॉक होता है या ब्लड लॉस होता है, मतलब हाइपोवॉल्यूमिया मतलब डिक्रीज इन द ब्लड वॉल्यूम. जब लॉस होता है ब्लड लॉस, तो उसको रिप्लेस करने के लिए, मतलब उसको कॉम्पेंसेट करने के लिए ये यूज करते हैं डेक्स्ट्रॉन. ऑल्सो इट इज यूज टू गिव द पैरेंटेरल न्यूट्रिशन. इसके अदर यूजेस भी है. इट इज एंटी थ्रोम्बोलिटिक एजेंट, ऑल्सो यूज इन द आई ड्रॉप्स. डेक्स्ट्रॉन. काइटिन, इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द एक्सोस्केलेटन ऑफ इंसेक्ट. फिर से अभी एक एक पॉइंट और ऐड करते जाएंगे. स्टार्च, so it is made up of C, glucose, 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 and so on. And so on. So there is branching point also, and so on. So in the linear molecule, it is alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage, and at the branch point, this is alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. Alpha 1,4, alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. Starch is made up of amylose plus amylopectin. Amylose plus amylopectin. This is straight chain. Straight chain. This is branched. Branched. Constitute 20%. This is 80% of the starch. This is soluble, water soluble. This is insoluble in water. This is straight chain. Straight chain amylose. Amylopectin is branched. This constitute 20% of the starch. This constitute 80% of the starch. It is soluble in water. It is insoluble in water. Starch is made up of amylose and amylopectin. Straight chain, water soluble. Branch chain, insoluble in water. Amylose, amylopectin. 20%, 80%. There is alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage in the amylose. In amylopectin, there is, in the linear molecule, there is alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage, and at the branch point, there is alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. So here only alpha 1,4, here alpha 1,4 and alpha 1,6 both. So amylose, amylopectin. Starch is made up of amylose, amylopectin. So degradation product of starch, you will get dextrin, you will get then maltose, and then glucose. Starch is degraded into dextrin, then maltose, then glucose. Okay. So this is starch. It is storage form. It is storage form of carbohydrate in plants. In plants, starch. storage from the of the carbohydrate in the plants, and we eat the starch. This is the predominant in our diet. This is predominant polysaccharide in our diet, starch. Okay. Now glycogen. Glycogen, it is present in liver, it is present in liver, it is present in muscle. Glycogen, it is present in liver and it is present in the muscle. It is highly branched, highly branched, composed of glucose unit, composed of glucose unit. There is alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage in the linear chain, while alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage in the branch, at the branch point. At the branch point. The branching makes the molecule more compact, globular, and less space consuming. Compact, globular, and less space consuming. So it is storage form of the carbohydrate in the animals. It is stored in liver, it is stored in the muscle. Highly branched, made up of glucose, alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage in the linear molecule, alpha 1,4 in the linear, and alpha 1,6 at the branch point. Glycogen, it is important. Glycogen metabolism is also very important topic in carbohydrate metabolism. Okay, this is about the glycogen. Now we'll discuss the cellulose, we'll discuss the dietary fiber, important SAQ. तो आप जो भी बुक पढ़ रहे हो वो बुक में डाइटरी फाइबर एज एन इम्पोर्टेंट एसएक्यू आपको नोट करके रखना है. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय डाइटरी फाइबर? का मीनिंग क्या होता है, इसके एग्जांपल्स एनुमरेट करने हैं, इसका मैकेनिज्म और इसके यूजेस. कौन से 4 पॉइंट बताए मैंने? डाइटरी फाइबर्स, डाइटरी फाइबर्स कुछ काम का नहीं अगर आपने मोनोसैकेराइड, डाइसैकेराइड, पॉलीसैकेराइड अच्छे से किया और ये क्लिनिकल टॉपिक्स नहीं किए. डाइटरी फाइबर, ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स और क्लिनिकल केसेस, हर्लर डिसीज, हंटर डिसीज, हर्लर सिंड्रोम, हंटर सिंड्रोम मीन्स म्यूकोपॉलीसैकेराइडोसिस, ये आपको करना ही है साथ साथ में, नहीं तो पूरी मेहनत वेस्ट जाएगी. इतना सा पार्ट क्यों छोड़ेंगे हम, है ना. डाइटरी फाइबर्स, द प्लांट प्रोडक्ट, the plant product which are not digested by the humans because of lack of enzymes, they are known as dietary fibers. Plant products which are not digested by the humans because of lack of enzyme. सेलुलेज नाम का जो एंजाइम है वो ह्यूमन में नहीं रहता, जो बीटा 1,4 ग्लाइकोसाइडिक लिंकेज को ब्रेक करता है. तो उन दैट्स व्हाई दिस फूड स्टफ्स दे आर नोन एज डाइटरी फाइबर्स. So the names of dietary fibers, it includes cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin. Pectin is a heteropolysaccharide. Lignin, लिग्निन ये प्लांट कंपोनेंट है, ये थोड़ा सा वुडी या रिजिड, प्लांट को रिजिड बनाता है लिग्निन. गम्स, देन ओलिगोसैकेराइड्स, सम ओलिगोसैकेराइड्स, देन रेजिस्टेंट स्टार्च, देन लैक्टुलोज, ये डाइसैकेराइड है, लैक्टुलोज. These are the dietary fiber. Also inulin, inulin homopolysaccharide hai, inulin. These are the dietary fiber. These are the names of dietary fiber: cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, lignin, gums, oligosaccharides, resistant starch, some oligosaccharides, resistant starch, lactulose, inulin. These are the dietary fibers. These are the names of dietary fiber. Now sources, कौन से फूड स्टफ में रहता है? सोर्सेस, they are principally present in the dark green vegetables. Dark green vegetables. Then they are present in the fruits. Fruits. Then tubers. Tubers. Then whole grains. Whole grains. Almonds. These are the important sources of dietary fibers. Dark green vegetables, fruits, tubers, whole grains, almonds. अभी बताओ ये इनको डाइटरी फाइबर क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि डाइजेस्ट नहीं होते हमारे इसमें, ह्यूमंस में ये डाइजेस्ट नहीं होते। तो डाइजेस्ट नहीं होते तो इनका क्या काम है? व्हाट इज मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन? तो देयर मैकेनिज्म ऑफ एक्शन इज बाय, mechanism of action is by they absorb water. So bulking. Second, viscosity. They increases the viscosity. They increase the viscosity. And third important point is fermentation. These are the mechanism of action of the dietary fibers. As they are not digested by the humans because of lack of enzymes, particularly in the cellulose, there is beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage, and there is no cellulase or beta glycosidase that will break the cellulose. So they are not digested, so they remains as it is. So they work by bulking, matlab they absorb water, they increases the or they thickens the content of GIT, that is known as they increases the viscosity of the GIT content, and they causes ferment, they get fermented by the intestinal bacteria. So this is mechanism of action of dietary fiber. Now what are the uses of dietary fibers? They are important. Dietary fibers uses, they are important to prevent the constipation, prevention and treatment of constipation. They form the bulk of stool. Just wait. Bulk of stool. They increases the bulk of stool, relieves constipation. Relieves constipation. Second important, they decreases the absorption of glucose from the intestine. So they are helpful in the management of diabetes mellitus. Dietary fiber. Third, they decreases the absorption of cholesterol from the intestine. So they are helpful in the coronary artery diseases. They are helpful in the management of dietary management of coronary artery diseases. They prevent the colon cancer. They prevent us from colon cancer. Prevention. Prevention. They are useful in the gastrointestinal disturbances. They provide protection against the diverticulosis, colon cancer, and various gastrointestinal diseases. So they form the bulk of the stool, they increase the bulk of the stool, and they relieve the constipation. They decreases the absorption of glucose from the intestine, so they are useful in the management of diabetes mellitus. They decreases the absorption of cholesterol from the intestine, so they are useful in the management of atherosclerosis, coronary artery diseases. They prevent us from colon cancer. They prevent us from the diverticulosis. They are useful in the gastrointestinal disturbances. So these are the uses of the dietary fibers. तो इसमें से जहाँ जहाँ स्टार्च आता है, these are insoluble, water insoluble. इसमें से जहाँ जहाँ मतलब सेलुलोज, हेमीसेलुलोज और रेजिस्टेंट स्टार्च, दीज आर द इंसोलुबल, वाटर इंसोलुबल डाइटरी फाइबर्स, और बाकी के मोस्ट ऑफ द बाकी के जो बचे हैं दीज आर वाटर सोलुबल. रिमेंबर यहाँ पे ओलिगोसैकेराइड्स, ये पॉलीसैकेराइड नहीं है, ये होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड नहीं है, लैक्टुलोज डाइसैकेराइड है, इनोलिन तो होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड है, लेकिन ये डाइटरी फाइबर भी है. इनोलिन का दूसरा भी यूज है, इट इज यूज फॉर मेजरमेंट ऑफ ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन रेट, इनोलिन. ओके, तो डाइटरी फाइबर एक ऐसे क्यों करके हमको बना के रखना है. द प्लांट कंपोनेंट विच आर नॉट डाइजेस्टेड बाय द humans because of lack of enzyme, particularly beta 1,4 glycosidase, which is important to break the cellulose or cellulase. Okay, so cellulose act as a dietary fiber. Hemicellulose, pectin, ये पेक्टिन जो है ये हेट्रोपॉलीसैकेराइड है, हेट्रोपॉलीसैकेराइड है, ये डाइसैकेराइड है, ये पॉलीमर ऑफ फ्रुक्टोज है, इनुलिन पॉलीमर ऑफ फ्रुक्टोज. They act by absorbing the water, means bulking. They act by increasing the viscosity, means they thickens the content of GIT. They act by fermentation. is the mechanism of action. These are the sources. These are the sources. Coming back to the homopolysaccharide. स्टार्च हुआ था, ग्लाइकोजन हुआ था, सेलुलोज हुआ था. डेक्स्ट्रिन, it is a partially degradation product of starch, intermediate in the degradation of the starch. So starch is degraded into dextrin, dextrin is degraded into maltose, maltose is degraded into glucose. Inulin, it is a polymer of fructose. This is MCQ, important MCQ. It is fructosan, polymer of fructose, used for measurement of glomerular filtration rate. Also, it is a dietary fiber. Glomerular filtration rate, why it is used? It is a gold standard material for measurement of GFR, glomerular filtration rate, because it is neither absorbed by the renal tubule nor secreted by the renal tubule. So it is excreted as it is. So it is given exogenously, बाहर से इंजेक्शन से देते हैं, और it is freely filtered through the glomerulus. Just wait. Inulin. Inulin, it is used for measurement of glomerular filtration rate. This is important MCQ. Important MCQ. It is used for measurement of glomerular filtration rate because, see, this is Bowman's capsule. This is glomerulus. It is freely filtered through the glomerulus and neither reabsorbed nor secreted into the renal tubule. So it gives the value of clearance. Sorry. It gives the value of clearance which is nearer to the glomerular filtration rate, that is 125 ml per minute. Value close to glomerular filtration rate, 125 ml per minute. So it is a gold standard when it is compared to the creatinine and urea. It is a better substance or gold standard substance for measurement of glomerular filtration rate when it is compared with the creatinine and urea. Creatinine has one advantage, that is it is endogenously produced compound. अब हमको इनोलिन बाहर से देना पड़ता है, ये की ही इसका डिसएडवांटेज है. और ये क्यों यूज करते हैं? क्योंकि ये फ्रीली फिल्टर होता ग्लोमेरुलस से और रीअब्सॉर्ब भी नहीं होता और सीक्रेट भी नहीं होता रिनल ट्यूबुल्स में. उसके वजह से इसकी वैल्यू जो है वो जीएफआर से क्लोज आती है, दैट इज 125 ml पर मिनट. क्रिएटिनिन, इट इज पार्शियली सिक्रेटेड इनटू रिनल ट्यूबुल, तो वैल्यू थोड़ी सी हायर रहती. और यूरिया 40% यूरिया इज रीअब्सॉर्ब, तो उसकी वैल्यू कम रहती यूरिया की. So this gives exact GFR, inulin, measurement of glomerular filtration rate. It is a polymer of fructose and inulin. Okay. Inulin के बाद chitin, it is present on the exoskeleton of some insect, also some fungus. The chitin is present. It is the amino sugar. It is the polymer of amino sugar. And dextran, what is dextran? Dextran, it is high molecular weight compound, high molecular weight carbohydrate, polymer of glucose. It is branched and it is useful. The synthetic dextran, it is useful for parenteral nutrition. It is useful in the parenteral nutrition, and it is useful in the treatment of shock. Hypovolumic shock means blood loss. So it is plasma volume expander. Plasma volume expander. Expand करता है plasma volume in case of blood loss. So it is given parenterally as a plasma volume expander. The high molecular weight compound dextran, 60,000 molecular weight, 60,000 Dalton. Also, it has anti-thrombolytic activity. Anti-thrombolytic activity. And it is useful. Also, it is given in the eye drops. Eye drops as a lubricant. Eye drops, it is given dextran. So high molecular weight, branched carbohydrate, polymer of glucose, useful. Synthetic dextran, it is useful in the parenteral nutrition to provide the nutrition. In the blood loss, the treatment of blood loss as a plasma volume expander. It is antithrombotic agent. The molecular weight of antithrombotic dextran is 40,000 Dalton, and it is used as a lubricative in the eye drops. So these are the uses of dextran. Now, what is difference between dextrose, dextrine, and dextran? So see, dextrose means D-glucose in a solution. D-glucose. It is dextrorotatory. That's why it is known as dextrose. मतलब glucose in a solution. ठीक है. Dextrine, it is a partially degradation product of starch, and dextran, it is a high molecular weight branch carbohydrate used as a plasma volume expander. So this is all about the homopolysaccharide. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट टूडेज लेक्चर. हमने क्या क्या डिस्कस किया फिर से रिवाइज करते हैं. जस्ट वेट. हमने क्या क्या डिस्कस किया. हमने स्टार्ट किया मोनोसेकेराइड, डाइसेकेराइड, पॉलीसेकेराइड. हमने क्लासिफिकेशन इसका देखा. क्लासिफिकेशन में दे आर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द शुगर यूनिट्स दे आर क्लासिफाइड. when it is one sugar unit or simple sugar unit which cannot be hydrolyzed further, it is known as monosaccharide. दो sugar unit connected by glycosidic linkage, disaccharide. 3 से 10 अगर है तो ऑलिगोसैकेराइड, मोर देन 10 यूनिट है तो पॉलीसैकेराइड. अगर वो 10 यूनिट के ऊपर है और सिमिलर यूनिट्स है तो वो होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड, जैसे इनुलिन, जैसे स्टार्च. और अगर वो अलग अलग यूनिट्स है तो उनको बोलते हैं हेट्रोपॉलीसैकेराइड. ठीक है, ये हो गया उसका क्लासिफिकेशन. उसके बाद में हमने ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स देखा, जिसमें हमने देखा कि इसको ग्लूकोज के साथ कंपेयर करते, ग्लूकोज देने के बाद कितना शुगर रेज होता है और नॉर्मल कोई भी फूड स्टफ देने के बाद कितना शुगर रेज होता है, ये दोनों में अगर कंपेयर किया तो हम वो फूड का जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट कंटेनिंग फूड है उसका ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स निकाल सकते हैं. तो लो और मीडियम ग्लाइसेमिक इंडेक्स फूड शुड बी प्रीफर्ड इन द पेशेंट विद डायबिटीज मेलाइटस और कोरोनरी आर्टरी डिसीजेस. ठीक है. Also, it is important in the management of obesity or maintain the weight, glycemic index. फिर हमने डाइटरी फाइबर देखा. डाइटरी फाइबर उसमें स्टार्च रेजिस्टेंट, उसमें देखा हमने सेलुलोज, हेमीसेलुलोज, रेजिस्टेंट स्टार्च, सम ऑलिगोसैकेराइड्स, लैक्टुलोज वो कि डाइसैकेराइड है, पेक्टिन जो कि हेट्रोपॉलीसैकेराइड है, गम, लिग्निन. दीज आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ डाइटरी फाइबर. दे एक्ट बाय absorbing the water, they thicken the content of GIT by increasing the viscosity by fermentation. There is no enzyme in the humans to digest these fibers. That's why they are known as dietary fibers. They are useful in the management of diabetes mellitus. They are useful in the management of coronary artery diseases to lower the glucose and cholesterol level. Then they are useful in prevention of the colon cancer. They prevent us from the diverticulosis, and they are useful in the gastrointestinal disturbances. The foodstuff which contain the dietary fibers, that includes green leafy vegetable, fruits and whole grains. Green leafy vegetable, fruits and whole grains. These are the dietary fibers. The examples of homopolysaccharide: starch, glycogen, cellulose, inulin, dextrin, dextran, chitin. These are the examples of homopolysaccharide. Contain same unit, more than 10 unit, but the constituent units are same. They are known as homopolysaccharides. So of this topic, the important topics for the examination: glycemic index, dietary fiber, glycosaminoglycan, homopolysaccharides. These are the important topics for examination. Okay. तो देर विल बी नो, मतलब बहुत कम चांसेस है कि कोई आपको कार्बोहाइड्रेट का क्लासिफिकेशन पूछेगा. इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द वाई डेफिनेशन एंड क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट. दिस इज ऑल फॉर टुडे. In the next lecture, we'll learn about the glycosaminoglycan, mucopolysaccharidosis, importance of glycosaminoglycan. ये बिल्कुल important topic है for the NEET PG entrance examination, for first professional examination, for MCQs, for BAQs, and for SAQ. It is very, very important topic. Glycosaminoglycans or heteropolysaccharides. So this is all for today. Thank you. Thank you all of you.